Welcome home, or, welcome to what's left of it. I'm Nautilus, and I'll be lecturing you about gross mismanagement. But first, a quick recap. The gang immediately lost their new ship and wound up enslaved. Again, they took down Hebzimira and watched Nocticula absolutely dunk on Baphomet. And finally, Bagunga devoted his undying loyalty to an actual pile of feces. Alright, recap over. Let's go take a look at the beautiful Citadel of Dread. The city is infested with demons and the citizens are either corpses or LARPing Walking Dead. Luckily, they find a familiar face lurking around the graveyard. It's Anevia. And boy is she glad to see the party return. She says that the gang have been gone for 6 months. Initially, the queen kept things relatively stable, but when the gang failed to return, she decided to go on the offensive. She took the Sword of Valor, the army, and Erebeth out into demon-controlled lands. Anevia stayed behind because she held hope that the commander would return. Aww. While the queen and the army were gone, a local pig demon thing called Orangofta sieged Dresden, leaving the defenseless citizens to abandon the stronghold and start a life of scavenging and occasional guerrilla warfare. The mongrels were supposed to be their last line of defense, but as we all know, Savamelik turned on their chum bucket mind control helmets and snatched them away. Well, I guess it's time to get to work. The party roll up their sleeves and get ready to go on a classic demon genocide run.
Cross the wrong mongrel. An option.
After some warm-up, the party spots someone, or wait, something, or no, wait, some trash. It's Staunton. He's been resurrected as a vengeful zombie. No one helped him. He literally just revived out of sheer hatred and anger. So, for old time's sake, the party jump him viciously.
It is not an option.
Bruised and battered, he's finally ready to accept his final judgment. But Bagunga thinks it would be really funny to just have a random angry doom guy walking around town. So he just lets him go, left to a permanent fate of seething. The party return to their anti-demon sanitation effort.
This.
Finally, they've made it back to the Citadel. Home, sweet home. Within the command room is the storyteller, who came here to touch some of Galfrey's things. Not for any weird reasons, of course. He'd hoped that his powers would show him a vision of where she was currently heading. Thankfully, it worked. He tells the party that the queen is heading towards the city of Iz, the capital of Sarkoris, which also happens to be the place that Thaberdine, the totally legitimate king, rules over. Alright, no more dilly-dally. It's time to officially confront that demon pig thing and officially retake Dresden. Again, they find it cornering and bullying a group of crusaders. It then turns around and begins spouting some Monwerfer 2 lobby things at Bagunga. Bagunga's magical trickster mind lights up, so he responds with cowardice, begging for mercy, and yelling for the great King's aid. Like an angel descending from the heavens, King Thaberdine and his drunken rabble wipe the floor with this thing's troops. Causing Orangofta to laugh so hard that he explodes into a shower of flowers. Another easy and simple victory for the Crusade. Bagunga simply never misses. The citizens rejoice, and Faberdeen somehow drinks some more. Nothing can ruin this jolly moment.
Knight Commander, at last we meet. I suppose you are asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the World Wound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone. You have secured another victory. But in exchange, you have let your followers fall into the grip of insanity. Do you really hope to prevail over chaos with more chaos? But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Dresden. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. You were in Elutionera, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the World Wound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you.
Iomade knows that Bagunga is an experimental monstrosity. She also confirms that closing the World Wound would kill the key that was used. In this case, Bagunga. Iomade also wants Bagunga to renounce his ill-gotten powers and become a mortal champion.
Who here has been taking my name in vain?
I did not come here to fight.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else.
From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that he is bound to the World Wound, that he is slowly dying because of its influence, and that he is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information. You never told him that closing the wound won't save him from death.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Elutionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process.
You will not be able to save yourself unless you reject everything that has been foisted upon you. Now you know everything.
No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. The World Wound actually has 2 keys.
She also is a key to the World Wound as its creator, sharing the same reactive scar as Bagunga.
I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the World Wound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Marilu, my love, come over here. Wait, I said wait! That little bitch.
Pissed, she suggests that Bagunga hunt down Arilu and use her as the key instead to spare his own life, not knowing that Bagunga already has a plan to do a funny at the World Wound with his council friends. Anyway, this all leads to a big choice for Bagunga. Iomade wants him to renounce all of his powers and become a mortal champion. Nocticula says that no matter how he got his powers, they are still his own, and, well, he should keep them.
Your power doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't. Your real power is inside you. You can win without tricks.
Being the invincible companion of the magical commander was fun and all, but we don't need it. It doesn't really matter how much magic they've heaped on you. You're the commander because you have the heart and mind of a true commander.
I don't see any reason for deliberation. Your power is chaotic and capricious, and it originates from a demonic source. I doubt you can even control it. Heed the words of the goddess. Reject it.
Someone pinch me. We are standing in the presence of the most pompous goddess in the world, debating whether we should listen to her or send her packing along with her invaluable opinions. By all means, tell her to go to the abyss. The power is yours, and yours alone.
Be who you are and don't count on gifts from nobody. You gave me the same advice back in Elutionera, remember? And I've never regretted following it.
Everyone in the party seems to agree with Iomade, except for loving boyfriend and local sweetheart, Darrenday. Obviously, Bagunga is not giving up his funny comedic powers.
Your pride will destroy you, and perhaps all of Golarion with you. But I shall not intervene now, so as to avoid causing even more suffering to this world. Farewell.
It would have been so foolish for you to reject your powers. So many victories, so many achievements lie ahead for you. Well, go now. Capture Arilu, and prove which of you is making the best use of her invention. I'll be watching you.
And with that, the gang is back on Golarion. And Dresden is back in safe-ish hands. And, well, that's why I'm gonna cut it off, because that's all I got. If you have extra time on your hands, consider checking out my friends, the Discord channel, and the Nonetheless Shorts channel. All links in the description. And as always, please like, sub, and petition your local politician into viewing this god-tier outro.